Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging. I'm laughing at my hair while coming at you with thoughts of the day. But, I always laugh at my hair. It's what I do. Look who's behind me. A total, absolute troublemaker named Bernadette. Just look at her. She has evil intent. Poor Marie is being stalked by her. I don't know how to put it. It's really bad news, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what we're going to do. But the reason why I'm coming at you is I just thought, in the old days, I used to come out here. Oh, my God. I don't know if I can be serious with my hair this way. Although I'm never very serious, am I? Here, we'll just do this. At least it'll cover up the cornrows. This is what I call cornrows, like where you plant corn. I get it from my father. May he rest in peace. Anyhow, where was I? Yeah, I in the old days would come out, the old days so long ago, and let you know, like, to what I listened the night before, some silly stuff like that. And last night I listened to something really fascinating. It's that Matthew LaCroix. I live for Matthew LaCroix, LaCroix. He was being interviewed on something called The Leak Project. I've been subscribed to him for a while now. His name's Rex. I don't know much about his background, but he interviews a lot of people, like in the alternative research world, or especially ancient texts and things like that. I'm really getting into that jazz. And how, the Bible would be an ancient text, clearly. And how a lot of that ties into more ancient things. I'm using the word ancient a lot. Yeah, so this was an interview from, I think, 2016, so it was a couple years old. And I don't even know if I can find it for you, but it was just so fascinating because Matthew LaCroix gets into the different, I guess, color frequencies and whatnot that we have or that exist, or, that we can only see certain amount of things because of the way that light comes into our senses. Gosh, I'm not being very scientific, am I? So, you know what I mean? Like, the nighttime vision, whatever it's called, where you wear the stuff at night and you can see things. Stuff like that, that's what I mean. Like, we can't do that without assistance. So things could be going on around us, ladies and gentlemen, that we really can't tell. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of deep and sort of fascinating to me anyway. It might not be to you. You might declare that I am a raving loon and gallop away while, of course, clutching pearls. And that's fine. I don't mind. I mean, I like to listen to this. I think it opens my mind to other possibilities and things. But the point that he was making in this particular video, and it's on the cover of his book that I held up before. I should probably go get it for you. Hold on. I'll just stay in here now since I walk clear to the west wing of the home. This book here that I held up for you before. See, there's that red and blue in there. And there's a lot to that red and blue situation from what I'm now gathering. And it's so fascinating. It can relate to kind of good and evil. I don't know how to put it in layman terms. Good and evil, knowledge and suppression, things like that, like left and right hemispheres of your brain. Some people think strictly with their left side, and they don't allow for anything like the creative right side or the, I guess, spiritual right side. And you need to, come through, and you need to have a balance. Look at this. A balance in those hemispheres. And that's what he was kind of talking about in this one interview, about the red and blue and how many times they pop up in our everyday lives. Like, politics, red and blue states. And then he showed an example of a thermometer, how we associate red with heat. But why do we do that kind of stuff? Do you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen? And blue is associated with colder things. When you think of blue as a colder color. And how that Matrix movie, which I only saw it briefly, wasn't glued to it. I might watch it, but how people talk about taking the red pill and all this jazz, and then evidently it opens yours, you can, whatever it does, okay? Oh, I'm wearing red, oh dear. The point of this particular interview was really, that was sort of backwards. It's the blue that really opens you to another frequency. I think this ties in with that chakra stuff and the rainbow and all. I never heard of a chakra till about a year ago. I thought it was like a song by Shaka Khan or something. I'm kidding. Shaka Khan, let me love you, Shaka Khan, because I feel for you. Okay. Yeah, I really honestly did not know anything about this. I'm willing to speak openly right now to you. And you might think I'm crazy, and I'm probably not imparting this in a terrific way anyway. But anyhow, I just thought it was fascinating. And if you get a chance, you can check out Matthew LaCroix. He has his own YouTube channel. That would be your best bet. And I'm really not sure of the particular title of that interview, but he gets into the fascinating frequencies of the colors and all the stuff you really just don't give a thought to, ladies and gentlemen. And like that quote that I did the other day, I'm going to leave the room now and go find it. Hang on. Oh, by the way, I'm going live at 2:30, and I promise by then I will be back to normal. Back to normal. That's great. Okay. I've come full circle, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this brought me back to that quote that I did the other day. It was by David Icke, by the way, just so you know. I mean, some people can say things that are on target, even if some other things they say lead to raised eyebrows, I guess. So, okay, which David Icke's been right about a lot of things, ladies and gentlemen. Like, especially, he's the one who's honest about all of our owned politicians. He doesn't land on a side, which I do like that about him. I'm sorry, no offense. It might cause you to clutch pearls and gallop off to the street. But one of the greatest forms of suppression is the suppression of people's perception of the possible. In other words, just because you can't perceive of something doesn't mean it's not happening. You know, take religion, for example. Some people are not Christians. That doesn't mean Christianity isn't unfolding around them. Do you know what I mean? Person A might not believe in Christianity. That doesn't mean that person B, C, and D are not practicing Christianity and that they do believe it. Get it? Belief is not a word I use a lot because, I don't know, I'm just not completely cozy with it. I like the word evidence, or I don't like the word proof that much either. Oh gosh, I'm going to go off on a tangent. No, I'm not. I'm going to end this. I just wanted to let you know about that interview, and I don't even know if I did it justice, but it was red and blue and the different frequencies involved and the different, I guess, vibrational things, and a lot of this goes back into Nikola Tesla, believe it or not, and it's all tied together, ladies and gentlemen. Hold me. Okay, I'll see you at 2:30. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging. While coming at you with thoughts of the day, please join me, join others. Drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge, and remember that war is a racket. Don't take my word for it. Just check out General Smedley Butler. Even if you don't care about the red and the blue and Shaka Khan and all that jazz, at least recognize that war is a racket, ladies and gentlemen, completely. And the baby behind me is not Spencer, but it's an adorable little child who's the son of a professional baseball player. And mother used to, her gentleman suitor was this child's great-grandfather. No, wait a minute. Let me think. Great-grandfather. I had to pause for a minute. Is that not precious? I was madly in love with that picture, and Dutch, that was mother's gentleman suitor who passed away. He had it above his fireplace or something. The family gave it to me when he passed away. God love that Dutch and the whole family. Love you. Bye.